Hi guys, so today we're reading part 3 of Junie B. Jones is a Graduation Girl. So in the first two parts, they got graduation caps because they're going to finish with kindergarten. Kind of like us next week. Chapter 5, $1,000,000. Me and my bestest friend named Grace rode the bus home together. We held our boxes very tight in our laps and we didn't open them. We are being very careful about our graduation gowns, aren't we, Grace? I said. We are being careful not to soil them. Yes, said Grace, we are. I looked down at my box. I am very proud of us for not opening these things, I said. I am very proud of us, too, said that Grace. We rode and rode. I did a sigh. It's too bad we can't just peek at them a little bit, though, isn't it, Grace? I said, one teensy peek wouldn't even hurt anything, I bet. That Grace didn't say anything. I tapped on her. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, Grace. I'm thinking we should do one little peek, and that's all, I said. What do you say, friend? Grace made her voice very loud. No, Junie B., no. We are not allowed to. Can't you follow orders, huh? Do you want to soil these things? I did a huffy breath at her. But peeking will not even soil them, Grace, I said back. Peeking is just looking with your eyes, only faster. Only too bad for me because Grace kept on saying, no, no, no. And so I had to wait for that stubborn girl to get off the bus before I could peek. After she was gone, I looked in my box, speedy quick. And what do you know? I didn't even soil anything. I got off the bus and ran to my house. My grandma, Helen Miller, was babysitting my brother. She was feeding him a snack in his high chair. Grandma Miller, Grandma Miller, I got my cap and gown. It's right here in this box, I said. Would you like me to try it on for you, Grandma? Huh? Would you? Grandma Miller clapped her hands. Of course I would, she said, real thrilled. Try it on right now. Okie doke, I said. Then I quick put on my cap and gown and I danced all around. See me, Grandma? See what I look like? I look like a graduation girl, I said. I hopped around Ollie's high chair. My teacher said not to play in this, but hopping is not the same as playing, I said. Just then I heard the front door open. And hooray, hooray, Mother was home, early from work. Her whole mouth came open when she saw me. Oh my goodness, she said. Look how cute you are. I know it, Mother. I know. I am cute. I look like $1,000,000 in this getup. I twirled all around in front of her. See me twirling, Mother? Twirling is not the same as playing, I said. After I stopped twirling, I fell down on the floor. Falling on the floor is what comes after twirling. It cannot be helped normally. Mother picked me up. Maybe you should take this off before you get it dirty, she said. No, Mother, no, I said. I want to keep it on. Please, please let me. Please? I quick ran to Ollie's high chair, and I ducked down behind it. Ollie peeked around at me. He had sloppy on his face. I am not a sloppy baby like Ollie, I said. I won't get this dirty, I promise. But Mother shook her head. I'm sorry, Junie B., but it's just not a good idea to play in your gown, she said. After that, Mother and Grandma Miller blocked the high chair, and I couldn't run away again. Shoot, I said. I am surrounded. Mother took my graduation outfit off of me, and she put it back in the box, and she put the box way on top of the refrigerator. Smart move for Mom. Let's store this up here for safekeeping, she said. Let's not, I said real growly. Mother made squinty eyes at me. Then she took me by the arm and she marched me to my room, 'cause that woman has no sense of humor, apparently. She shut my door and left. I flopped on my bed very glum. My stuffed animals were very glum, too. Everybody thinks I am a sloppy baby, but I am not, I said. I don't think you're a sloppy baby, said my stuffed elephant named Philip Johnny Bob. I don't think you're a sloppy baby either, said my Raggedy Ann named Ruth. My Raggedy Andy named Larry did a sigh. I wish your mother just didn't put that cap and gown box on top of the refrigerator, he said. Me too, said Philip Johnny Bob. I wish you could get it down from there so all of us could see it. After that I thought and thought. Then I lifted up his softy ear and I whispered, maybe I can. Junie B has a plan. Chapter 6, Pooped and Thirsty. The next morning, my grandpa, Frank Miller, came to babysit. I love that babysitter very much, 'cause he doesn't even follow the rules, that's why. Grandpa Miller let me fix my own breakfast. I fixed 2 waffles, and 3 marshmallows, and a bowl of cheese curls. And guess what else? My grandpa let me pour my own grape juice, and I didn't spill 1 single drop. See, Grandpa, see how careful I am, I said. I am not a sloppy baby, right? Grandpa Miller was feeding Ollie. Right, he said. My eyes looked up at the refrigerator. I hopped down from my chair. All righty, Frank. I guess I'll be getting out of your hair now, I said. If you'll just hand me that box from the top of the refrigerator, I will be on my way. Just then baby Ollie began to cry, and Grandpa Miller patted him. I tapped my foot. Yeah, only I'm waiting, Grandpa, I said. Finally, Grandpa Miller stood up and got my box. He started to look inside, only all of a sudden Ollie did a loud squeal. And he put his whole bowl of cereal right on his head. Oh my goodness, hollered my grandpa. Then Grandpa Miller shoved the box right at me and he hurried to clean Ollie's head. I zoomed to my room and I locked my door and I waved my box all around. I got it, guys. I got it, I said. Hooray, said Philip, Johnny Bob. Hooray, hooray, said Raggedy Ruth and Raggedy Larry. After that, I set those guys on my bookshelf and I put on my graduation gown. See me, friends, I said. See how cute I look? I am a graduation girl. See? Wowie, wow, wow, they hollered. After that, I danced and skipped and hopped and twirled, 'cause they wouldn't stop cheering, that's why. Finally, I flopped on my bed. Okay, that's enough, people, I said. I am pooped and thirsty. Me too, said Raggedy Larry. I am pooped and thirsty too. I wish we could get something to drink, said Raggedy Ruth. Just then a rainstorm came right to my head. I sat up very straight. Hey, wait a second. I just learned how to pour grape juice without spilling a drop, I said, and so I can go get us some maybe. Yes, said Philip, Johnny Bob. Yes, yes, said Raggedy Ruth and Raggedy Larry. I hurried to my door and listened in the hall. Grandpa Miller was giving Ollie a bath. Shh, I whispered to my friends. You wait here. I'll be right back. After that, I tippy-toed to the kitchen speedy quick, and I poured a cup of grape juice, and I tippy-toed right back again. Chapter 7, Juice Driblets. Grape juice can go wrong. First, Raggedy Ruth got purple on her mouth. Then Teddy got a dribble drop on his paw. And then, oh no, Raggedy Larry forgot to swallow his whole entire sip. Driblets spilled all over my bookshelf. I covered my mouth very sharp. Then my heart pounded and pounded. 'Cause if grape juice gets on my rug, I am in big trouble, missy. A cloth, I need a cloth, I hollered. I ran around and around all around my room, and then all of a sudden my eyes looked down at my clothes, and what do you know? I saw all the cloth I needed. I quick took it off me, and I soaked up the driblets. My shoulders felt relief in them. Phew, that was a close one, I said. After that I walked to my bed, and I plopped on my pillow. My brain was a genius to think of that, I said. I breathed and breathed. Then all of a sudden, I did a teensy frown. 'Cause something did not feel right here, possibly. I covered my head with my sheet, then I turned my head very slow, and I peeked out at my bookshelf. My stomach did a flip-flop. Because I saw my graduation gown, that's why, and it had juice driblets soaked into the front. I looked at Raggedy Larry real mad. Oh no! Look what you made me do, I said. You made me use my graduation gown to soak up that dumb juice. Great, Larry, great. Just after that, Raggedy Larry got put under my bed, and he did not come out again. Juice driblets do not go away. Not even if you erase them with your brand new eraser, or if you order them with your, or if you color them, with your new white crayon, or if you brush them with Daddy's new brightening toothpaste. I brushed up and down and all around, but the driblets did not budge. Shoot, I said. Now I will look like a sloppy baby at graduation, and I'm not even the one who dribbled. Just then, I heard a knock on my door. It was Grandpa Miller. Junie B, is everything okay in there? He said. My heart got very pounding again. Yes, Grandpa, yes, everything is perfectly perfect, I hollered. I am just playing with my stuffed animals, and that's all. Grandpa Frank Miller knocked some more. Could you open the door, please? He asked. I felt tension in me, because I didn't want him to see my problem, that's why. I pushed my graduation gown under my bed, and I opened my door a teensy crack. Hello. How are you today? I said. I am fine, except I am right in the middle of something, so I would like to get back to it, please. Grandpa Miller was holding baby Ollie. He looked disappointed at me. Oh, Phooey, he said. Now that I've got your brother cleaned up, I thought maybe you and I could teach him how to play checkers. I looked at Ollie. He was wearing a clean shirt with purple polka dotties. No, thank you, I said. Maybe I'll teach him checkers some other day. I waved at my grandpa, very sweet. Well, nice seeing you again, Frank. Goodbye, I said. After that, I closed the door, and I waited for Grandpa's footsteps to leave. Finally, I pulled my graduation gown from under the bed, and I stared and stared at that stupid thing. Why didn't this dumb gown have to be white? I grouched. Why couldn't it be purple like the grape juice? If it was purple like the grape juice, the driblets would blend right in. I tapped my fingers real annoyed. Oh, why couldn't this dumb gown have purple flowers on it? The juice would blend in with the flowers too, I bet, I said. Or what about polka dotties, like Ollie's shirt? If there were purple polka dotties, no one would notice the driblets, for sure. Just then I sat up very fast, because I was getting another brainstorm in my head, I believe. I zoomed straight to my desk. Then I looked through all my drawers, and I found my colored markers. I laughed real happy. Then I spread my graduation gown on the floor, and I worked very hard. And guess what? When I finally got done, you couldn't even spot the driblets hardly. My brain is a genius after all, I said. After that, I put my cap and gown in the box again, and I took it back to Grandpa Miller. All righty, Grandpa, I said. You can put this back on the refrigerator now, please. Then I smiled real big, because guess what else he did? Uh-oh, what did Junie B do?